don't even feel the same. I don't even feel the pain. And I think I need a bigger chain. Call that Elliot and tell him I need everything. My so I like an energy. If you ain't with the you an enemy. I got blue cheese with the stuff that my Mike and Mary G's. Money on me, bustin' on the scene.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next, the Lakers taking on the Raptors. For Los Angeles, the best win percentage in the league. They've got talent. They've got coaching. They've got everything you need to compete for a title. Raptors, Lakers. We'll be right back after this. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And with us tonight, four-time NBA champion Shaquille O'Neal. Doesn't that sound great when you hear that? All the team success you had in addition to the individual.
I love it when you say it. I love it so much that I can impersonate your voice. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Good. Hey, it's great to have you here by my side, Kevin. And a shout out to our terrific 2K crew.
How'd that sound?
That
You
was
like that?
amazing.
You like that?
How did you do that?
Impressive. I don't
How
know.
in the world? He's like,
I don't know.
That is amazing.
I don't know.
Oh my! I'm stunned. I'm stunned. Stunned. GA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. Well, among the league's
Thanks, David. Shaq, you stay very involved with the game, hang out with a lot of the players, talk with coaches, you go to many games. Name some personalities that you enjoy the most, guys you like hanging around with.
Well, I hang around with everybody, but the few guys shaped my mentality. The gentleman next to you, he doesn't know this, but I knew that when he was in college, he already had a T-shirt business, a real estate license. So I really learned the business from him. And it was D. Scott. D. Scott taught me to, just have fun and be silly. Alonzo taught me to be serious and be more focused. Hanging out with LeBron and Kobe. I'm just happy to have the ability to just be blessed and just meet so many people.
That's a varied list.
That is.
And a nice compliment to you.
It's an honor to be on that list.
Yes, I'm right. That's the first name on the list.
You ain't know I knew about the real estate,
I
did you?
didn't.
Yeah, I bought a house and you overcharged me for the interest, but that's okay.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Ed Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Fernando in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Lakers, they've got Bryant. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Green. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Ferrell in at the 1.
Well, the increased playmaking ability of Pascal Siakam on display. Pretty pass.
Outside Bryant. Passes it to Gasol. And they double up Gasol. That's good from 17 feet away.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance. Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Shaq, something that may not get enough attention. Over nearly 2 decades of play, you made the postseason almost every year. To me, that's an incredible accomplishment.
Yeah, I was in the playoffs 17 out of 19 years, only missed one my rookie year and one with the Suns. You know what that means? I was terrible at that. How could I miss any playoffs?
That is some kind of resume.
Why?
Lakers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Kobe against Van Vliet. The 3 from Bryant. 6 to shoot. Gasol kicks to Ferrell. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Green, no luck. Toronto, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Anunoby has the open look, and the Raptors miss again. Enzo Bryant will bring it up for Los Angeles. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And remember, they won both games in this matchup last year. No small feat.
These two teams could easily end up meeting to decide the NBA championship. Tonight could be a preview of something with more on the line down the road.
Van Vliet looking around. Pass to Lowry. Back to Van Vliet. 16 feet away. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Van Vliet's got his second bucket of the game to go. Shaq, you were the league MVP in 2000. Some discussion about what defines an MVP. Stats, wins, leadership. What do you think?
You know, to me, numbers don't really tell the whole story. I just think you got to have the effect of winning on your whole team, your community, the arena. You just have to, you know, display it night in and night out.
A dominance, right, that just touches everything.
A dominance.
It's still just unfathomable that man only has one MVP.
I can't get over that. I know. There are a couple guys like that in NBA history, though, with one. How can you have one? How can you have one?
That's not fair.
Shaq's more emotional than I recall. Yeah. Here's Siakam following the basket by Kobe Bryant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Jeff Green picks one up.
And I'll tell you guys, the leap that Pascal Siakam has taken has really been fun to watch. From role player to emerging star, and guys, he's not done growing yet. You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Gasol passes to Farrell. Back to Gasol. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And the stick-with-it attitude of Gasol, just overwhelming the defense with his length.
Outside Lowry. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul. And Toronto making a change here. Flynn's checked in. Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. They get it back. That's tipped.
Oh, that's merciless. Kuzma plays with such competitive energy, wasn't letting that shot get off.
And with the teams nowadays going up tempo, Shaq, some big men are trying to slim down to keep pace. If you were playing right now, would that be you? Would you follow that?
No, I'd still be a super heavyweight. Barbecue chicken alert. That'll be my strict diet. Any little post that wants to shoot jumpers and play me, I'm going to eat them for lunch, breakfast, and dinner, and snacks.
Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against Cleveland. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Ilyasova comes in for Green, and J.R. Smith subbed in for Farrell. Smith against Flynn. Back to Siakam. They need this. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, we're talking about a tough individual competitor in Pascal Siakam. He goes right at the defense.
The Raptors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Now, here is Smith. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Kobe with it, picked up by Van Vliet, and he makes that one. Well, Shaq, one of your more famous quotes of late has been, rings, Ernie, rings. All joking aside, is the number of titles a player wins the best measurement for where they stand in history?
I think it's a piece of the pie, but it's a large piece. It's a good tiebreaker when comparing greats to other greats. It was always the the standard of what a great player should be. And
A championship is a championship no matter.
no matter what. And I didn't make the rules. I just try to abide by them. But, yeah, I think the more rings, the more you can say how great you were.
And I think it's a good point because it's all relative. Because, you know, Bill Russell's got 11, but most people would say Michael getting 6 in his era was the equivalent to that. And then you could go a step further with Kobe and you know, having 5, you having 4 because of free agency and the impact of that. So I do think it's, as Shaq said, it does matter because great players win championships, but there are other metrics that you have to look at as well.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Gasol.
And Gasol is a guy who can do a multitude of things well. I mean, he scores it, rebounds it, passes it, just an all-around talent.
Now here's Flynn. He had 13 points in the win against Cleveland and plenty of contact. Down the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against the Lakers. The Raptors shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the Lakers making a change here. Green's checked in. Here's Smith. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Kuzma outside. Here's Bryant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors. Both shots good from the stripe. And here is Flynn. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Against Bryant, just 5 on the clock. Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. Over Bryant, and Siakam gets it to go on the assist from Van Vliet. Siakam's got 9.
Now this guy continues to build his offensive skill set. Pascal Siakam with the mid-range jumper.
Sinks the triple.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Siakam with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Cleveland. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. He's got 11.
Now this is such a critical component to Siakam's game. The face-up ability, nicely done on the jump shot.
And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 11 points. To end the quarter, their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be back with you shortly. Well, Greg, we know he's already a solid. score. But Kyle Kuzma spoke to us before.
Biggest area of growth would definitely be.
Now, having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for Toronto right now, it's Boucher out there with Anunoby. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Flynn in at point guard. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Raptors trail by 15. VanVleet with it. Now Smith defending. Boucher. And that one drops for him. Well, we know a big part of a center's job is rim protection. Outside, the pivot, Shaq, who stands out to you in guarding that rim, erasing shots, blocking shots? Who's that guy?
Well, the name that comes to mind right away is Jonathan Isaac. 6'11" forward coming into his own as a defender and a shot blocker. Let's see, from the guard's point of view, Jrue Holiday, old school defender. Kent Bazemore, Derek White, they can all give him 40-plus blocks in a season.
You know who's pretty good, too, is McCollum up at Portland.
Yes, he's really good.
All the guys under 6'7" in the league, he's #1 at blocking shots among guards. Here's VanVleet. J.R. Smith making his last shot. And the shot is good. VanVleet's got 8.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Inside. Here's Marjanovic. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Lakers lead by 15.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. The pass to Anunoby. Here's Boucher. Loads it up there for Siakam. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Well, there's a level of activity Fred VanVleet brings to the floor every night. Now he gets into the mid-range jump shot, no problem.
Lakers leading by 13. Shaq, back in the day, you drew double teams. You made the defense pay by setting up your teammates with terrific passing. It's big now. Do you see following in your footsteps, in those footsteps?
You know, my Ben Simmons, former LSU guy, when he gets aggressive in the paint, they double. He definitely looks for his players. Listen, LeBron James is the best passer among non-guards. Anthony Davis, Karl Anthony Towns, Joel Embiid. Look, you got to use the others if you want to get to that next level.
And the Raptors making a change here. And it's Mills with the ball for Los Angeles. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Now here's VanVleet. He's got 10. And the rejection by Marjanovic. An even 3-on-3 break. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Kuzma. Kuzma's got 3 assists in the game. Nunn looking around. Second chance shot. Shot's good by Boucher. Boucher's got his second bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. And the Raptors also making a change. Fernando's checked in. Kobe, the pass to Gasol. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Kobe. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Well, you saw how dialed up they were from distance. The defense just couldn't get out to everyone.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
And here is Gasol following the three from Alec Burks. Fast break Toronto. Launches the three. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Burks has got it back down to single digits for the Raptors.
And Shaq, your kids are getting to the age where they're on everyone's radar as prospects. Talk about the role that you play in that process.
I tell them that I can help them through recruitment so they make informed decisions. But, ultimately the choices are their own. I told them that, yes, I am your father, but when we talk about certain things, I'm not your father, I am your advisor.
And how has it gone so far, like in the very first parts of you going through this process? How's that gone?
Well, I like to live the deja vu process. The same thing that my father did for me. I do the same thing for my kids. I just tell them, hey, you make the decision, and I'll either tell you it's a good decision, it's a bad decision, but I'll have to ultimately, respect what you say. So I just try to stay out of the way.
It's great honesty.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Caldwell Pope outside. 1:32 left in the first half of the game. And a nice shot by Bryant.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Always adding some levity to the mix. Shaquille O'Neal, thank you for stopping by. That headset is available for you whenever you want.
Kevin, I just want to say thank you very much. It's been great. Greg, I love you.
I love you too. I'm the big Aristotle.
I'm at a loss for words. I hate that.
No, that's okay, Shaq.
I just hate that. Right. I hate that I have to leave right now.
Give me a tissue. Give me a tissue. It's okay, big fella. It's okay.
I don't want to go back upstairs with Ernie and Kenny.
Oh, well, yeah, I want to stay here with you guys. Give me a tissue.
Thanks.
And Doris, always great to have Shaq with us, isn't it? You have to love his willingness to come at things from different angles.
I mean, consider the capstone topic for Shaq's doctoral degree was the duality of humor and aggression in leadership styles. That is not a well-worn path. He is unafraid to pioneer, and we hear that in Shaq's commentary.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Fernando, the pass to Nunn. Now Burks. Here's Fernando. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Gasol.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Well, you can see the strength of Alec Burks. What a fighter. This guy, he is not going to back away from a challenge.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw good, Burks.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
None against Kobe. Shot clock at 6. And Kobe throws it down.
And if you're going to give Brian a lane to the rim, then you deserve to get dunked on. You know how tenacious he is when penetrating inside.
And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, it looked like...
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each, and now back in the fold after his in-game analysis, which can be described only as gripping. The one and only Shaquille O'Neal.
Wait, before you do that, how'd it go down?
You know, it was fine, but nothing could replace being here with you guys. You hear this right here? the money talking.
Oh, you got Nate Dexter?
Yo, you
Send
know
me
I
down
did.
there.
No,
I'm
I
coming.
did. Don't tell nobody.
And that wraps up the
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
They've got Marjanovic. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Kobe. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5. That one drops for him. Siakam's got 15 points. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold. And anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
2 points, that one goes.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell-Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Siakam against Marjanovic. Lowry has the open look. A three-pointer, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Gasol attacking. That one good for 2. And now it's an 11-point Laker lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Siakam with it, now guarded by Caldwell-Pope. And the shot goes in from Siakam.
Pascal Siakam, the efficiency, the willingness to go ahead and pile up some points. Nicely done here.
And Bryant kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Back to Bryant. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. Kobe Bryant. The free throw drops for Kobe. And Kobe drops them both. Now Siakam. 17 points in the game. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Off the inbound and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
Taking a look at some numbers for Marjanovic. How last month turned out for him. First in free throw percentage, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter. Just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. He hits both from the stripe. Lakers leading by 9. Here's Bryant. The feed to Gasol. Good D by Siakam.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Fernando. And that one is stuffed right through.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Outside Bryant. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. But they recover it. Here's Marjanovic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Lakers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Smith comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. The Raptors also with a sub. Flynn's checked in. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And here we can check out the story for him.
And it's a nice month he's having. Something's got him motivated. He's become a much bigger contributor offensively. He's settled into the kind of groove that every player wants to get in.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Now, here's Siakam. 19 points in the game. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. As the season has progressed, these players have heated up from beyond the arc, the best three-point shooters since the All-Star break. Second, Kobe Bryant. In the 3rd spot, J.R. Smith.
For me, they've been 2 of the NBA's best three-point shooters over that period of time. No question about it. They just keep heating up.
And he knocks down the first one. Siakam hits them both. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Gasol finds Kuzma. Yep, it counts. Kuzma's got his first basket of the night. Raptors trail by 13. And the Raptors call time here.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
And Toronto making a change here. Boucher is checked in. On defense, the Lakers. 17 points was their biggest margin. Now, here's Anunoby. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Flynn. And the Raptors miss again.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Marjanovic. Another shot. And Gasol lays it in. Gasol's got 16 points.
And really, Gasol just never stops attacking the boards. Just utterly relentless at pounding the glass.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
He completely lost focus since the break, turning the ball over multiple times. And that's after no turnovers in the first half.
Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for the Raptors. Pass to Marjanovic. And here we go. Fast break. Flynn's got it. Nunn wide open. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Kuzma, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Pass to Nunn. Lets a floater go. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. Flynn's got 3 assists in the game. Los Angeles leading by 13. Bryant is doubled. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the third. Pass to Marjanovic. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Flynn the pass to Siakam. Back to Flynn. That one goes in. Flynn's got his first basket.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot.
they may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Now here's Kobe. He's got 34. The pass to Kuzma. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. The shot by Bryant, no good. Out to Kuzma for the three. Siakam pulls it in.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
46 seconds left here in the third quarter. Outside Flynn. 5 to shoot. No good that time. And the Lakers take it the other way. And here's Bryant for three. Here's Gasol. And Gasol slams it in.
And with Gasol, he feels comfortable shooting from any area of the court. If you give him space, he'll torch.
Raptors trail by 15. Here's Siakam. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And the Lakers call time here. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here is Bryant. Oh, and he jams it right over Pascal Siakam. Wow!
And Bryant, just a superb athlete, terrific at just imposing his will on the defense on that drive.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth, we've got Alec Burks. He's out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Fernando in at the 5 down low. Burks can't get it to go.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Kobe kicks to Marjanovic. Back to Kobe. Smith outside. Kept alive. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Siakam.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And so he hits both. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Lakers leading by 18. Smith in the post, covered by Flynn. Pass to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
How about the bounce of Pascal Siakam off the dribble drive?
Smith against Flynn. Smith the pass to Kobe. He dishes it to Gasol. It's good. Gasol's got 20 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Raptors trail by 18. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Smith against Flynn. Over Smith. Flynn misses. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And guys, you have to be careful in how you guard Smith. He's so good at drawing contact.
And the Lakers call time here. Right, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You've got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. The drive by Siakam. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. Here's Burks. Rebound the Lakers. Gasol's got 6 rebounds in the game. Kuzma against Burks. Bryant looking over the floor. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Miller's checked in for Los Angeles. And Toronto also making a switch. Anunoby's checked in. On the inbound, a shot off that time. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
We call that floor vision, gentlemen. Kyle Lowry with the pretty pass.
Kobe goes in. Here's Gasol. Bryant has the open look. And the Lakers with another miss.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
VanVleet wide open. Rebound by Smith.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Bryant. And Bryant slams it in.
I love seeing Bryant just get up and go for it. His leaping ability never ceases to impress.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Chris Boucher's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Here's Kobe. Timeout called the Lakers. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. Passes to Ilyasova. Caldwell Pope the bounce pass. Ball's knocked loose. Clock at 6. And here's Lowry.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Mate never misses a chance to drop a dime. As usual, Lowry one step ahead of everyone, setting up the bucket.
Here's Smailagic. Miller surveying the floor. Smailagic passes to Farrell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Well, how about the former undrafted, small-framed point guard, Yogi Ferrell, carving his place in this league with quickness, confidence, and an ability to shoot the ball. What a great story.
Raptors trail by 20. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Fernando. Caldwell Pope against Van Vliet. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles with some changes. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Ilyasova. And it's Mills in for Yogi Ferrell. Van Vliet against Green. Fires the 3. A rebound by the Lakers.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Now here's Mills. Now recovering. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Takes the 3. And it's Kyle Lowry with the 3.
Lowry just says, listen, I got this. He is so confident off the dribble. Those pull-up jumpers are money.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Lakers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kobe Bryant.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. The pass to Miller. Unloads. Hits the jumper in space. And the Lakers lead by 19.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Carter hits them both.
Get open, get open.
LA's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Caldwell Pope outside. Back to Mills. Fires from deep. Can't hit that one. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. A nice shot by Carter.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Caldwell Pope outside. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Yep, that one goes.
And Caldwell Pope has improved as a passer. Nice to see that development in his game.
Carter on the wing, lets the 3 fly, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Mills looking it over. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, JR. Congrats on the win.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.
Till it's over.